Heidi ho, mammals. How we doing? How we feeling today? It is an absolutely gorgeous day for another No Flightless live stream. Hopefully everyone's day has been going fantastic, just like mine. I'm feeling great. I'm ready to hang out with the rest of the crew, with the rest of the GI Mayo Gang here. How is everyone doing today? Let's see who's first in the chat now. Let's see. First in chat is Joseph Keene. What's up, brother? How you doing? 8 hours early. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Modern Brick Studios. Hello, hello, hello. Black Brick Ops, good to see you as well. JB Outdoors, good to see you. Jaw as well. Jeremy Wilson, good to see you as well. Canceled, yo. What's up, Jason? My man, Crazy J. Got a surprise for everyone today as well. Glad you're here with us. Killer, what's going on, dude? Squirrely Nuts, howdy doody, man. Howdy doody. How you feeling? How is everyone's day going so far? If you guys haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the live stream. We already have over 20-something viewers right now. Make sure to go and leave a like. Only 6 likes. Let us know that you guys want us to continue putting out all this amazing free content out for all of you guys. Doing all these lovely Q&As, right? Hanging out with everyone. DJ, what's going on, dog? How you doing? Make sure to leave a like. Share this around with as many people as you possibly can. Let's get all eyes on these streams. And if you didn't see already, there is actually already a poll going on right now. How did you find out about Airsoft? How did you, yes you, the viewer out there, just listening in right now, just sitting on the toilet drinking your coffee, how did you find out about Airsoft? Well, the options are Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, right, YouTube, word of mouth, friends, or Amazon, right? Very, very interesting to see what all you guys have to say about this as well. Make sure to vote into the live chat. It's very, very important you do so. Right now, it looks like YouTube is winning at 52%, with word of mouth being 39%. So, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to go ahead and leave your vote in right then and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Joshua, yo, what's up, man? Yo, what's up? Jeremy Wilson, can't wait for the MGC4 Mark II to arrive. Hey, that's what's up, baby. Honestly, you're going to be happy with it. You're going to be stoked on it, bro. That gun is absolutely insane, which is pretty funny because we got them all discounted right now as well. Yeah, I'll go over the promos right now. Why don't we do it? Right? Again, this is the classic, the tried and true. Every $50 gets you 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. And if you order yourself a Mayo Gang MGC4, during the duration of this live stream only, you'll be getting 50 entries, 50 chances of winning that $500 prize pot all for yourself. Just throwing that out there. You guys can use it, abuse it. I'm going to highly recommend you do so. Nadav, hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you as well. Team Shadow Airsoft, good to see you as well. Again, guys, share this around. Let people know that we are going live. We've got a special stream today. Don't we, Crazy J? We've got a special stream planned out for everyone today. But yeah, for anyone that's just tuning in right now, wondering what the hell I'm talking about when I'm talking about the shopping spree giveaway, it's a weekly giveaway raffle in which we raffle off a prize pot, which starts at a $500 prize pot amount. It starts at just $500, but right, again, it can literally go to anyone. All you got to do to enter is place a $20 or greater order. That's literally all you got to do. I'm going to link the rules into the live chat for all of y'all to check out for yourself. Right, it is absolutely amazing. I love the shopping spree. We've been doing it for a little over 2 years, I believe. Yeah, a little over 2 years now. Again, $500 are on the line. You don't want to miss out. It can literally go to anyone, first-time shopper, returning shopper. It don't matter, right? It literally can go to anyone. But the best way to increase your odds, because it is an odds game sometimes, is to place as many $20 or greater orders as much as you can. But right now, during the duration of the stream, every $50 you spend gets you 5. That's only for this stream right now. Literally up until we end at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is going to be it. Fish Dakem, hell yeah. Just waiting on all my parts. Mystery box. Yes. The suspense is killing me. I'm so sorry, man. The suspense is killing you. But yeah, don't worry. You'll be getting them in soon. JB Outdoors, TikTok. That's interesting, actually, that you got into it from TikTok. That's fairly interesting. I remember, because I have my personal TikTok account where I post, like, airsoft memes. And, man, like, so much of my stuff, it was funny. When I first got on there, there was a few posts that I did, and I was like, all right, cool. And then 1 or 2 posts that I did, like, blew up, right? It absolutely, blew up insane, right? And I was like, oh, shit, right? And I was growing, like, literally thousands of followers overnight. And then, like, all of a sudden, all my videos, like, from the past started getting taken down. But it was, like, months that I had passed, or, like, a year ago that I had posted it, right? It started taking all my stuff down, and then I'm like, man, what the heck? And even though I fought, like, every single one of them, and majority of them, they were actually in the wrong, they just have not been sharing any of my stuff whatsoever, which is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. You know, maybe I'm just, at that point, the algorithm just doesn't favor my content anymore, you know, which is really, really unfortunate. But it is what it is. But that's interesting that you got into it from TikTok, man. That's very, very interesting. Dark Tree, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you as well. DC, what's good, everyone? What's good? Again, good to see everyone. What's good to see everyone? I'm glad everyone's here. I'm like super excited for tonight. Super excited. We got a good old live stream planned for tonight. We got nice and fun, right? We're actually talking about this as well. You know, what sort of got you into Airsoft? I have a special guest on for tonight, as per tradition for these live streams. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on in about like 4 more minutes. We'll go ahead and wait for a few more people to go ahead and join up as well. But yeah, how is everyone's day going so far? If you guys haven't heard already, we got hella promotions going on right now, right? Every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries, and in order for an MGC4 Mark 1 or Mark 2, don't matter, they're going to get you 50 entries, 50 chances of winning the $500 shopping spree giveaway, and they're discounted right now. They're literally all discounted. If you guys were looking for an airsoft gun to dominate the battlefield right from the box, this is going to be the one. This is literally going to be the option that you want to get. Hands down, no question. Ask anyone that's owned one. This is the one. This is the one. And they're discounted right now, all under $300. Insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Darwin's Arbiter, good to see you as well, brother. Good to see you as well. Hopefully, your day has been going as well as mine. But yeah, man, again, so much good stuff that discounted. Right now, 20% off up to 20% off the Baba Yaga series. Ballin', right? Up to 20% off tactical gear, and that includes Condor Outdoor. Ballin'. 15% off Classic Army. That's ballin'. 10% off most airsoft gun brands, right? And up to 15% off for the Lance Tactical Gen 2s and Gen 2 Pro lines. Very cool to see. You can see a lot of these bad boys are discounted right now, but only for the remainder of the night. That's like 4 more hours. So do yourself a favor. Get yourself a Lance Tactical Gen 2 or Gen 2 Pro line, right? There you go. I'll go ahead and link those as well. Take advantage now, because again, with the 50 or 5 for 50 promo going on right now, this is definitely the best time for you to get your orders in now while you can. See who's this? Well, said I could pick up tomorrow. I'm excited. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, DC. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You'll be able to pick up all your shit right now. Are y'all trying to attack me with them GBs on the side? Ooh, dude, and that's another thing too. We're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be discussing all these GBBs that we got. And, you know, it's granted they're not brand new. In fact, they're quite old. In fact, the KJW stuff is quite old. But I have some thoughts I want to share with all of y'all as well. Some thoughts I want to share with all of you as well on these. But it's not just GBBs. If you look past down, we actually got resupplied on some other, stuff that's been out of stock for a while, right? Some stuff that I want to talk about with the KJW. But we also got the new E&Ls on the site as well. These are the new updated Platinum models, which are going to come included with the Gate Aster pre-installed. Again, that's like E&L, as Boaz likes to say, E&L has joined the AK arms race, right? It's no longer, seeing too much stuff being done for the ARs, which, we can only do so much with ARs at this point, right? But we are seeing now is just an AK arms race. Like, again, we got Arcturus, we got LCT, right? And now E&L as well. Lancer, even, when they had their Kalashnikov USA licensed AK guns, right? It's just the AK arms race is in full swing, right? We are seeing more and more AKs come out the woodwork. DJ, what system does the KJW rifle use? Their own? Yes, it is 100% their own. It is 100% their own. There are some similarities that we have noticed with like how they designed I believe it's the Hop-Up Chamber 2, I believe it was the MWS, but it's not interchangeable. It's not interchangeable. We actually tried really hard with this. Now, here's a good side with the KJW. I'll go ahead and just mention this. I'll get into detail about it a little bit further on. But with the KJW stuff, what's really cool about them is that they're already pretty solid performing out the box. They are equivalent, I would say, honestly, to like the LM4 series. They're pretty much equivalent in terms of like competitiveness and performance to an LM4, right? And now as far as their reliability, because most gas blowbacks are going to typically perform about the same. Reliability, I haven't seen any or heard of any sort of like major negative feedbacks from this. In fact, it seems like these are actually pretty damn good pick, honestly. If you were looking for a gas blowback rifle that was just going to be solid from the box, you're not going to be able, granted, you're not like you would be able to upgrade anyway, but you didn't want to have to worry about upgrades, putting in a bunch of parts immediately, like with like WeTech, for example, then yeah, the KJWs aren't a bad pick, man. They are not a bad pick at all. All right, it is now 7:40. I think I've waited long enough. So I have a special guest on for tonight. Special guest for tonight, as is per tradition for the Tuesday No Flight List live stream. Now, I'd like to go ahead and handpick members from the community ourselves, whether it be our Discord server, our YouTube as well, just members of the Mayo Gang that I feel like, would be really cool to bring onto this live stream and hang out just for a little bit. Now, this guest has actually been with us for a very, 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 very long time. Like literally one of the very earliest supporters of us, especially when we first started doing these live streams and on our Discord server. He's been with us for a very long time. Big supporter of the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him on right now. It's a Mr. Crazy Jason, Mr. Jason W. I'm going to be giving him a call right now. We're going to be hanging out, just shooting the shit for a little bit. I don't want to take up too much of his time because he is on the East Coast. So, there is that unfortunate problem of us being on the completely opposite ends of the country. But I'm going to go and give my boy a call right now. So our voice call. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and raise the volume up a little bit. There you are. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Cool. Hold on. Looks like my stream, it froze a little bit. Looks like it froze. Are we still good? Chat, are we still good? Okay. I just want to make sure that chat can hear us. Okay, looks like they're good. All right, cool. Can you do me a favor, Jay? Can you go ahead and do a testing or 1 2 3, a mic check 1 2 3, just so we can confirm they can hear you.
Mic check 1 2 3 4.
Chat, let me know if you can hear him. He sounds like he's good. He sounds like he's good right now, but I just want to confirm. All right, you know what? We'll go ahead and roll with it. If I need to make adjustments, I'll go ahead and do so as well. Let me go ahead and bring you up. Try it one more time.
1 2 3 4. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, that should be good. All right, cool. All right, guys, this is my man Crazy Jay. He has been, again, like I said earlier, he has been a long time supporter of the channel for a very, 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 very long time. He's one of the earliest members.
Looks like they're having trouble hearing me.
What happened?
It looks like they're having trouble hearing me.
Oh, okay. There's a little bit of a delay. I'll bring you up a little bit because I raised it up from last time. Should be good. There we go. Okay, cool. Loud and clear. Yeah. All right, cool. But yes, he has been with us for a very, very long time. Literally one of the earliest viewers that I can remember. Has been a big time, supporter of us. Literally been like on it. Pretty much, I can't think of a stream that either Cisco or myself hosted that you weren't there at some point, so you've definitely been here for quite a long time. But yeah, man, go ahead and give yourself a little introduction. I've rolled out the red carpet for you.
Well, as you guys know, I'm Crazy Jay, also known as Crazy Jason, Shadow Gremlin. I'm part of Team Shadow Airsoft.
Yeah, there's quite a few of you from Team Shadow Airsoft that join these live streams.
Yeah, there's myself, there's Team Shadow himself. Let's see, we've got Ackright in there, Squirrely Nuts is in there, Casper's in there, Cutter. We've got a pretty good group.
Oh yeah. All right, so you've been playing Airsoft for some time. How long have you been playing or a member of like the community? How long have you been playing Airsoft for?
Well, I got into Airsoft right about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My son got out of the Marine Corps, come back home to Kentucky, and he's like, "Hey, you ought to check this out." We had a blast with it on base. We looked into it, and I just kind of ran with it. And got on with the Airsoft GI crew, had a blast, and it's just kind of snowballed from there.
No, of course, it's a big old rabbit hole. You take one little, I'll just try this little Airsoft thing. Next thing you know, you're like, I got $30,000 worth of Airsoft equipment. It just always happens that way.
Ain't that the truth?
So when
I've been rather fortunate.
Yeah. When your son got back from the Marine Corps, did he ever tell you how he was able to get into it? Was it just something that the guys on base played?
He said what it started out with was, I believe, when he was in basic training, they used airsoft guns for some simulations, and then after that, he kind of ran with it, and some of his buddies were going to fields out there in San Diego because he was based at Miramar, and he come home and he's like, "Man, you got to try this out. It's a blast."
No, dude, that's
and
freaking
now,
sick.
The last event I went to, we actually went together, and that was Shadowlands down at Airsoft Charleston with Team Shadow Airsoft and Cutter and a couple other guys, and great time.
Dude, that sounds awesome when you actually get to do like a legit like meetup with all the boys at a field and an event too. That was really cool. How did the event go? Did you guys I don't know if was there like a scorecard, or did you guys like win, or was there like factions you could join?
So there's 3 factions, and last year was actually our first run of the event, and it was kind of a mix of our gameplay for the event itself and open play, because we didn't know for sure how it was going to go over. So we just kind of intermingled it, and it went over a lot better than was expected. So we're planning it again for September of this year, and we're having a bigger group of our team get together and come out, and we didn't actually do any scoring or anything like that. It was more just have fun and see how it goes.
Gotcha. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, so do you guys remember, you guys were like going back 2 years ago, right? Do you guys remember, or you remember at all, like what was sort of like your first like guns? Well, like what was sort of the first pieces of equipment that you remember getting out and playing with, and like what was your impressions of it, trying it out for the very first time, if you can remember the first experience?
My first experience with airsoft was actually just planking in my yard.
Oh, okay.
After my son told me about it, I was like, okay, cool, I'll try it out. I've used BB guns, I've used actual real steel in the past. And the first gun I got was a Classic Army ML10.
Hey.
Got it from a guy out in California for a good price. And got it to the house. I didn't have any batteries, so I made my own. Used 18650s and my 3D printer and just went at it. Worked great.
Shit.
And my second gun was actually a gift from another Mayo Gang member. Our favorite person, Brewer, sent me a 1911 pistol. And here's the kicker. The very day I got that 1911 in the mail, I had it in my hand, and he won the $4,100 pot.
Oh, that was the same day?
That was the same exact day.
Oh, Jesus, I remember that day. I remember that day very specifically when that happened. That was absolutely insane. Guys, yeah, literally, it can go to anyone, right? As the shopping spree giveaway, winnings are real. Like it's a small community. Again, the guys that keep coming back, they know that they're eventually at some point going to win because they keep getting their orders in. You guys can as well, but you got to get those orders in now while you guys can. Remember, all it takes is a $20 order, and you guys are in. And if you didn't see already, we actually have a poll going on right now. How did you first find out about Airsoft? Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, YouTube, word of mouth from friends, or Amazon, because apparently that's a thing too, right? Like you can see it that way as well. There's a lot of stuff on there, unfortunately, but okay, that's cool. So you got yourself, your first setup. You got your Classic Army. You got your pistol. Do you still have those, and do you still play with those, by the way? I'm just curious.
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, this past Easter, we had a big family get-together at my brother's 60-acre farm, and we set up a bunch of 3D printed targets and had just a family shoot. I took every one of my guns out there, springers and all. I had probably 15 guns out there with us.
Damn.
And they were shooting my Classic Army. They were shooting my 1911. My favorite pistol, my Baba Yaga. That was a big hit. Everybody loved it and couldn't believe how good it was.
Did you ever pull the trigger and get yourself the Baba Yaga 2, by the way?
Not yet. You keep teasing me with it.
I'll get you one of these days. I just haven't had the funds to get one.
Yeah, I'll get one of these days. I also want to get the CO2 mag for my first Baba Yaga because I'm just running green gas and everything I've got.
Gotcha. No, yeah, with the CO2, man, like those Baba Yaga pistols were like designed, like that is their whole like contention. It's cool. Yes, you can still run, your traditional TM spec green gas magazines, but with CO2, man, oof, it's a whole other animal. Actually, I'm like 99.9% sure that the CO2 magazines for the 2 will also still fit the Baba Yaga 1. That shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I believe it will.
All right. So you have like your whole collection now. Now you actually answered the next question, was like, has the collection grown since? Which I figured it would, but 15 guns, that's impressive, man. That's absolutely impressive. Is there a favorite picks among the guns that you've ordered so far right now? Like, what's your go-to now when you hit the field? Like, you're gonna grab this and this.
My primary M4, hands down, no questions asked. Faithful, perfect shot every time. MGC4 Mark II.
That's what's up, baby. Yes. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Hands down. It is the best shooting gun out of the box I've ever seen. And I've actually got a Matrix SR25K that I've completely rebuilt, upgraded and everything. I mean, it's got gear set, motor, it's got a Mad Bull inner barrel in it, Prometheus bucking, it's got an aftermarket hop up. This thing is done to the max. And I am getting the same range in the Mark II that I get in that SR25 with I believe it's a 410 millimeter inner barrel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, mine's extended by like 100 millimeters in the SR.
Damn.
I've actually got a suppressor to hide the extended barrel. That's a trick from our good buddy Cutter.
Hell yeah. That's a classic like trick that a lot of guys have been doing for years. Just you guys want to get that really long inner barrel. If you want to extend it out just a bit more, just use a mock suppressi. Again, you can find some pretty cheap ones on our site for like literally around $20 at that, and you can go ahead and get away with adding a little more length. You know what I mean? Just sneaking that in there. But yeah, dude, that's freaking awesome. That again, and I'm telling you guys, MGC4s. You guys want something that's going to be great and dominate the battlefield right from the get-go. You don't got to touch anything, literally, in order to be that competitive. Just get yourself an MGC4. They're discounted under $300, and you get 50 chances of winning the giveaway. I'm just leaving that there for all of y'all to take advantage of as well. Okay, sweet. So now you have, like, the sort of collection that you have right now. Right? What is your son using right now? I'm actually curious. Is he kind of going the same route as you, or is he going like a completely different route? And what's the kind of play style you guys like to go for? More outdoors, indoors?
Well, around here, mostly we have outdoor fields, and each one is about an hour away. I've hit the fields here. He hasn't. We both got young kids, and he's got a wife and working all the time, so he doesn't get out. But we plank around. As far as guns that he has, right now he's got a Baba Yaga 2, or not Baba Yaga 2, he's got the first Baba Yaga. And rifle-wise, he hasn't gotten his own yet, but he's used mine. He fell in love with my Lancer Archon, my Proline Archon that I've got.
Hell yeah. Which, again,
he
guys,
used that when we were at Shadowlands.
And do you guys, whenever you actually play yourself, like when you go to the fields, what sort of like play style do you usually end up finding yourself in? Are you typically more of an aggressive player? Do you like to sort of hang back and sort of pick off targets from afar? Somewhere in between? What's kind of like your go-to strategy?
Well, see, that's the funny thing. I'm old, fat, and as DJ says, round as a shape. And when I hit the field, running is not much of an option for me. I'm just too worn out. So I'm more hang back and pick them off if I can. And with the Archon, I was getting probably an easy 100 to 150 foot easily. Nice and accurate. The Mark II, I haven't taken that to the field yet, but planking at my house, I've got 6 acres that I can shoot on. I've got it sighted in to about 200 foot. Out of the box.
Yeah, that thing is...
And that's up there with my SR. I've got a Barrett 50 cal that's shooting the same range. So I'd be stupid not to use the Mark II as my primary.
No, I get you.
Yeah, thanks, DJ. I am dust.
Absolutely. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's so harsh, dude. But no, I do get what you're saying. I do see a lot of guys, that I've called in as well, and they'll say like, yeah, I'm not really into the whole running thing, so long range is the thing. And I was genuinely like surprised, like even though we picked the parts that went into the MGC4 and had it tuned very specific way, I was surprised that it was able to get that great a range literally right from the box. And again, if you guys wanted to get even more accuracy and consistency from it, what I would strongly recommend you do, we actually do offer a Performance Plus package, or the P Pluses, where you can get a unicorn barrel setup where it comes included with the 603 Type 4 inner barrel, the hop-up bucking, and the nub right from the box. And you literally open it up, and it's already pre-installed for you. So if you didn't have to worry about that, it's literally good to go, literally right out the box from there. And again, if you wanted to get that SBR sort of DMR kind of level of range and accuracy, that's got to be the one that you ultimately go with. But okay, so you definitely like to go ahead and hang back more, just sort of late, just kind of play a little more casually and pick off targets from afar as well. Is there any sort of like guns that you see like right now that are kind of on your wish list right now on our site that you're like, oh man, I really want, like you're really excited for this gun to come out? Is there anything that's kind of in your cart you're kind of just thinking about? You're like just closely pulling the trigger.
Well, there's a couple that are on my wish list. One is definitely the Baba Yaga 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down. I love the first one. The second one is just, from what I've heard, even better. As far as rifles go, I'm not sure if I want to get an AK. I'm kind of iffy on it because I'm more M4 platform.
Sure.
I can't wait till you guys do your MGC4 DMR platform because I'm sure that's coming. I can't wait to get an LMG. I've looked at 249s, thanks to Squirrely. He's got me wanting one. And I know he's going to have a sly comment down in the chat there. But I've got my sniper that I can build up. I've got another sniper I can build. I'm looking at more long range, reach out and touch someone. Get me a DMR. LMG, have fun with it. I've looked at the new Echo 1 minigun. I've thought about that. That would be fun.
Yes. Dude, that PMG 5, for those that don't know what he's talking about, he's referring to what is called the Echo 1 PMG 5. I'll go and look it up on the site as well. This thing is... Wait, where'd it go? Oh, no, I misspelled it. How do I misspell PMG? There you go. PMG 5, Echo 1. There you go. Yeah, the Echo 1 PMG 5 Palmer minigun. This thing is an absolute tank, man. This thing is so freaking cool. It's lightweight. It's incredibly portable and very, very fast. It's got an insane rate of fire right from the box. It is very similar to the M133 Mini Vulcan from AEG, from Classic Army, which that one's an AEG. The Classic Army had their HPA version. This thing is sick, and I love the fact that it doesn't require 2 LiPo batteries like the Classic Army one. This one only requires the use of 111.1, and you're pretty much set. I also like the design where you can see how many rounds you actually have inside the reservoir. It's a very easy pick up and go gun. If anyone was looking to get into the LMG sort of scene, but wanted something that was going to be a lot more lightweight and a lot more like doable, also in price point too. This thing is incredibly affordable. $289, that's doable. Like that's 100% doable. This has got to be the one that I would usually say for most people to try out for themselves, see if you like it. It is funny that you mentioned LMGs too, Crazy, because like I freaking love LMGs too. LMGs, MMGs have always been my jam. Even when I was younger, I've always really wanted to get into it. I remember giving Squirrely Nuts that 249 as well that he got in his mystery box. And I would say if you really wanted to get into LMGs, you know, and if you didn't want to have to worry about the weight, because I'm not gonna lie, they are a little heavy. You know, they can definitely be a little cumbersome. I would say the easiest route literally is that PMG. That's definitely got to be the one to go with. But yeah, man, if you ever have any LMG questions, you're more than welcome to go ahead and shoot me a message on Discord or whatever. I can totally help you out as well. Like I don't mind doing that as well, giving recommendations.
Oh, I know it. And here's the thing about that PMG. At that price point and the weight of it, don't get one, get two,
yes,
and wake up the whole field.
Dude, yes, I'm loving this energy. Yes, 100%. Because again, guys, you don't understand. I know it's the picture kind of doesn't really do it a whole lot of justice. But this thing is incredibly small. Actually, let me see. Yeah, okay. Side profile. This looks a little better. Yeah. This like handle is like it fits most people's hands no problem. It's a small gun. This thing is like maybe only a couple inches at most. That's what she said. That thing is only a couple inches at most. This thing has an incredibly fast rate of fire. And even though you do get the chainsaw grip on top, you really don't need it. You can literally two-hand this. There are pistols that are heavier than this. There are legit pistols that are heavier than this. So anyone that was curious about doing it, I would say go for it. One of the coworkers that I got, Woo, in storefront, he was saying, I can imagine someone putting this like on one of those like gimbal mounts or like camera mounts that people use for their GoPros, putting that on their back and then having like some sort of like remote trigger or remote pressure switch so they can have like literally just a shoulder mounted Gatling gun. That would be sick.
See, here's the kicker. I've got one of these really snowball crazy ideas.
Okay.
I have an electric golf cart at home, and we tinker around the house with it. Well, I'm thinking, I know how to weld. I've got 3D printers. I can make a mount, and I can put this minigun on the golf cart and just have a blast.
As soon as you said golf cart, I was like, I know exactly where he's going with this. Literally Airsoft Technical.
I
That's
actually
what's up.
got my father into it.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
My father, at 72 years old, buys airsoft guns and plays with them.
Oh my god, that's so freaking sick. I want to be that old. I want to be that man when I grow up. I want to be literally like I'm like literally just maybe just for me. I want to be so old, right? That I'm like I'm just at that stage in life, right, where most people are like, getting retired. They're just kind of laying back. No. I still want to be hitting the fields well into like. Even if I turn 100, if by some miracle I'm able to get up to 100-something years old, which is my goal, I'm really trying to get to that point, I still want to be playing airsoft, man. I still want to get out, buy airsoft guns, and still continue to play with them. That's the dream, man.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm not allowed at the country club anymore. Not yet. They haven't kicked me out yet.
They haven't kicked him out yet. He's gonna show up accurate one day, play a few rounds, and then they're gonna say, I don't know if that's appropriate. Oh yeah, this is not appropriate. Just light him up.
Go to the frisbee golf course. Oh, you want to hit the pin? Here you go.
Dude, absolutely. Actually, we've been going over all like the different platforms on some of the guns that you're excited for. What is your opinion or your sort of experience with gas blowbacks?
Actually, the only gas blowbacks I have are my pistols.
Oh, okay.
And yes, that is a dream of mine to get into the gas blowback world. Because of the realism, the feel, the sound. And if I can get one, my son can get one, and we go to the field and have a blast, hey, that's all that matters. I'm actually at his house right now, sitting outside.
Yeah, you said you were working on his truck, right?
Yeah, we were trying to fix the transmission, and when we first got on the call, he was out doing a test drive, and yeah, we ain't gonna go there on that one.
Oh, that one sucks. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not too expensive.
Well, we've already done the inexpensive things to the best of our knowledge. Yeah, it's looking like it might be up in there.
Actually, it was pretty funny. You were mentioning about like having a like gas blowbacks, but we talked about like having like sort of a long range sort of like gun. Guns for like good for picking off targets from afar. Have you ever taken a look at the KJW like KCO2 guns before?
Not really. I kind of try to avoid ogling guns too much because I want them, and a lot of the guys in the chat and hang out with, and you as well know, I've also got a 3-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
Kids are not cheap. He grows like a weed, so clothes are just, yeah. So funding is kind of really, really, really ultra tight. And I've been fortunate, and some of my good friends have gifted me a vast majority of my collection, thankfully. So I look at them, and it's like, yeah, it's nice. I don't want to look no more.
No, I get that. Window shopping can be a little dangerous, especially when it's for something that like you truly do love, like airsoft. That's a problem that I have too, and I've learned to, because obviously I have to, because I every day I go into work, I'm like, fuck, I want that gun, I want that gun, I want that. Literally just looking at the walls, I want it all. So I've had to learn how to really hold back a lot of my impulse desires. But in the future, if you ever were curious, you wanted something that was going to be both fun, right? Giving you that gas blowback feeling, but you wanted something that was going to be good for kind of plinking targets from afar. I would actually recommend in the future too, and you can ask more questions about it later on if you wanted to. The KJW KCO2s, those are actually a fantastic option. Cisco, I think, even recommended them to me too for when I was trying to give recommendations for guys like you. they would usually end up gravitating towards that because, again, it was lightweight, but it still had a nice heft to it. It still had that blowback action that a lot of guys were looking for in their gas blowbacks. They wanted that realism, but still wanted a little bit of a longer platform. It's not something like your traditional AR, but we do carry those as well. And honestly, I'm excited because Bossman let me know that we're actually going to be getting in our little sample from I believe it's the Army clone for the MWS, the Tokyo Marui gas blowback system, which means at some point maybe a gas blowback MGC4 is on the future, which I'm really excited about.
Oh, you already know if there's a gas blowback MGC4, it will end up in my collection at one point, without a doubt.
I can totally see, like, you just immediately, like, the minute that we drop a video on it, you're just like, well, might as well just immediately pick it up on the next live stream we get. That way you get those extra entries. All right, Crazy Jay, I'm going to go ahead and let you go here. I know that you're on the East Coast, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on the live stream. I know that it is late for you. I'll let you get back to fixing the car or getting back to your son's truck. And I just want to say again, thank you, man, for hopping on the stream. It was actually really, really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you and hanging out with you.
The funny thing is, Isaias, I've actually got plenty of time because he just pulled out to go for another test drive.
Oh.
He's doing research, trying to figure out how to fix this, and I'm just sitting here in front of the house.
All right. I mean, yeah, we can just see, because I also want to give Bossman an opportunity to chime in just in case. We can do like another 5-10 minutes if you want to.
That's fine.
All right. Cool. Okay, so guys, before we go ahead and continue on, I just want to remind everyone, right now we got deals that you guys want to take advantage of right now. 20% off the Baba Yaga series. You can get up to 20% off the tactical gear, and that includes Condor Outdoor, 50% off Classic Army AGs, 10% off most brands of Airsoft guns right now, and that's going to be 15% off Lance Tactical Gen 2 and Gen 2 Pro lines, which you guys want to take advantage of, and of course, the 10% off BBs and batteries. Basically, there's a shit ton of discounts going on right now, which is the perfect opportunity. Right now, during the duration of the stream, we have about an hour and 22 minutes left of the live stream. You guys can go ahead and get all the items that you've been eyeing in your cart right now, and you'll be able to go ahead and maximize your potential of winning, because every $50 you spend gets you 5 chances of winning this week's $500 shopping spree giveaway. Is absolutely insane. Literally anyone can win. Beginners, anyone that's just for joining us for the first time in the stream, you absolutely do have a very big shot of winning. Beginner's luck is 100% a factor that usually kicks in quite frequently. You'd be surprised how many first-time shoppers end up taking home the glory, but how many of them actually don't as well, because they're not here during the live stream. Just by watching the stream, you guys already have higher odds of winning than anyone else, because if you're not watching, you forfeit your prize. You forfeit your chances automatically. So get those orders in now while you guys can. Actually, okay, so out of all the new products that we've been seeing, one of the things that you kind of reminded me of was the new E&Ls, like a lot of the new AKs that have been coming out. I know AKs have been something that you've been kind of hesitant on. Is it just because the platform itself is a little bit unfamiliar? Have you ever felt an AK and just not really comfortable with its ergonomics or something? Or what's sort of the hesitancy behind AKs, other than, of course, funds for, kid and everything, other than that?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things. And what's up, Brewer? I had to get that in. When I was at Shadowlands, my son, like I told you, when he was in the Marine Corps, he used an M4.
Sure.
Or AR platform type gun.
Yeah.
And the one thing he struggled with was the mag release because of his hand positioning. Well, I find that with me, I generally have roughly the same hand position, and he would knock the mag out by hitting the release. Mm-hmm. So I could see that being an issue for me, so that's why I've been hesitant. And I've just grown up around M4 style guns. My older brother has an actual real steel 223, and I've been around that. So I'm more familiar with that type of platform than the AK.
I get you. It's definitely something that's not as common. But I will say this, one of the reasons why I love Airsoft in general, why I haven't, for as long as that I've been doing it, one of the reasons why I'm not super burnt out on it, which I know happens to a lot of people. A lot of my friends that got into Airsoft with me kind of took a break from it. They haven't really been doing it as often, just because, again, they just wanted to go out and get into other hobbies. They got bored of it real quick. They haven't really tried doing any other platforms, which again, everyone's tolerance for it can vary, right? Does not automatically mean that you're going to get burnt out that quickly. But I will say it does help. I do find it does help out a lot with staying more interested in the hobby if you do end up trying like different platforms. That's actually going to be something that a new blog that I'm going to be writing about is how to change up your playstyle even if you're a veteran airsofter. Trying out different platforms, trying to invest also in like maybe say a gas blowback if all you've done at this point is like AEGs, right? That which forces you to kind of play differently. It adds another spice level to the way that you play. I think for most people, if they have the means, investing in another platform is definitely something that I would suggest most people do, and I think more people in general in airsoft should do it. I know the AR system is a mandatory. Everyone does need it. You are right? It's literally the most common, most popular, most supported system out there. But I will say there are a lot of pros going with an AK as well, especially when you go with an AEG. Just the way they're designed, man, like they just shoot so much more accurately. They have so much more consistency, and that's just again the way that the gearbox and the hop-up is like designed. It's literally just being pressed together, right? So it's a lot more stable than your traditional AR. AKs, man, like if you have a built-out AK, they are just absolutely terrifying to go up against on the field. Not saying that ARs can't be, of course they can, but man, a built-out AK on like whenever I do my Milsom West games with all these Rust 4 dudes with like souped-up AKs, that's terrifying, dude. That's absolutely terrifying to go up against.
Yeah, and I've looked at the AKs. I've looked at like the MP5 and SMG style. I actually had a UDP 9 SMG,
Oh, okay.
and for me, the sheer size of it was uncomfortable because it brought the body of the gun so close to my shoulder. It was just uncomfortable for my grip.
I see.
And some people, they love them. I know DJ, he has his and he loves them. But what I've found is, at least the ones that I've handled, they've just been too short and too close for my comfort.
I see. Yeah, no, everyone's body's gonna be a little bit different, so like how it feels is going to be up there as well. I think there is a way to like get it to be a little more comfortable for you, but I do understand that. As well. But other than the ARs, maybe not even from like a personal experience, is there any sort of platform that you actually do like as well outside of like the AR system that you like, even if you don't have a lot of experience with it, you just think, man, that looks really cool, or you kind of want one a little bit in the back of your head, you're like, man, I wish this gun would come out, or a specific platform like do you like M14s? Do you like the 308 sort of stuff? Like, if so, which one?
Aside from the M4, I've got that SR25, and I absolutely love the feel of that.
Sure.
I mean, it's a great length, great positioning. I mean, for my preferences and overall feel, something like that, the 308 series, is good for me. And I definitely want to look into more of them.
Gotcha. Is there any, what's your opinions as now to talk about 308s and everything? What do you prefer? Because this is kind of like a debate that me and the old tech used to have with each other, because we were both fanboys of very different companies. He was definitely more of an HK guy. I was more of an FN guy. What do you think is cooler? And this is going to determine my opinion of you. What do you think is a cooler platform? G3 series or the FAL?
That is definitely a good question. I haven't really looked too closely at them. Like I said, window shopping can be a pain.
Of course.
But probably for me, if I think off the top of my head, probably the G3 series.
Oh, damn it.
I haven't really looked that close at them.
Okay.
And the only ones I've really dealt with are like my SR25K and Cutter's G&G SR25 that he has. So that's been really my only experience with them.
Gotcha. No, it's just that was just always something that like we would always have arguments about. Of course, just guys arguing about stupid gun shit that's like completely irrelevant to them, right? But like, yeah, that was something that we used to have an argue about which one was better, the FAL or the G3, right? And don't get me wrong, I love both. I genuinely love both. I own a G3. I own a Classic Army G3 SG1, which I absolutely love. I even have an original Tokyo Marui G3. That thing is not good. That thing rattles around like crazy. The stupid ABS plastic, it's terrible. It feels awful in the hands. But of course, I also love my FALs. I've always huge enthusiast of the FAL platforms as well. But that is another platform I do try to get people on as well on. Like, cause I just think it's really cool that we have a unique opportunity here, right? Where obviously, let's address the elephant in the room, right? Gun laws are going to be different fucking in every state that we go to, and it's fucking sucks. But we have an opportunity with Airsoft where we can own shit that, like, hey, if I own this in real life, I'd go to jail. So I can own this in Airsoft, and it's totally fine, and I'm not going to face any legal repercussions. So that's one of the reasons why I asked you, in case there was like a gun that you were like, man, I really wish I could own this one in the real life, but because of whatever laws or whatever reasons I can't. So you just seem to be like a really big like fan of like the SR25s, like M110s, correct?
Yeah. Now, here's the funny thing. If there's one gun in Airsoft that I really want to get, but it's next to impossible to find because it was made probably 10, 15 years ago, and they quit making it. And that's a replica of the Ruger Super Blackhawk 44 mag, stainless steel, 10.5-inch barrel. Ruger. And there's a reason why I want this gun. Growing up, my father had the real steel version, and I actually shot it many times, and I love it.
I'm trying to see it.
And it's like, I want the Airsoft version.
Okay. 44A, 45A. Let's see, this handgun is, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yes, it's a massive revolver, Dirty Harry style. Reach out and touch someone. You put it on your waist, and the end of the barrel is at your kneecap.
Damn, dude, fucking hell. That's the Joker gun. When he pulls out the revolver that's like freaking as long as he is. That's crazy. That's a cool ass gun, though. That's pretty sweet. I didn't even know they made an Airsoft version of that one.
Yeah, they've got them now, and it's the, I believe it's the Red Hawk, which is the 357 version of it. But finding the 44 in stainless is very, very difficult.
Well, hopefully in the future we can see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Elite Force will come out. Maybe they'll have the license to go ahead and make theirs. Because let's be real, Elite Force basically has a license to everything. They're just collecting them like Infinity Stones, like Thanos at this point. They own. What is it? What do they got? They got freaking Glock. They got HK. They got what is it called? They got M&P, right? They got so much stuff under their freaking belts. It's absolutely insane. So hopefully, I pray, I'll make a prayer tonight to God that for you, Crazy J, they'll go ahead and make one of those like for Elite Force, and they'll come out with shells for them too at the same time.
I think it was Marushan that made it before, and they discontinued it.
That's a name I have not heard in a long time. That's a name I haven't heard in years. Marushan. Jesus, that takes me back. Yeah, Jeremy Wilson, that's a beauty of a pistol. The Blackhawk triggers are amazing.
Yeah, I would love to see that in Airsoft again. Specifically, I want one. I want to get one for my father just so he has one to play with around the house and it doesn't sound like a cannon going off. Even though that one we don't care anyway. Does this look
familiar to you? All right, Jay. I'll go ahead and let you go here. I want to go ahead and do some Q&As. I'll go ahead and answer some people's questions. But feel free to go ahead and hang out around the stream as well. But yeah, man, dude, thank you so much for hanging out in the live stream and again answering these questions. I do appreciate you staying up late. I know you said you got nothing to do, but again, still, I just want to make sure that you get the message across that again. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to go ahead and hang out with me and talk during the live stream.
Oh, I appreciate you having me. You know me, I'm always here.
No worries. If ever if I need another guest last minute, I'll put you in one of the spots too, in case like fuck, I need a guest. My guest can't tell me I need someone. I'll go ahead and reach out to you as well, and just in case, man.
Oh yeah, because I'm always around, always available.
Thanks, man. You have yourself a good night.
And even my son's sitting here next to me laughing.
All right, you and your son have a good night, dude.
All right, you too. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.
Bye.
What an an absolute sweetheart. Freaking loved having him on. I love having guests on, man. That's the biggest thing. I love having guests on and being able to just hang out with you guys. Because again, that's the whole thing about these Tuesday streams. It's all about being able to like connect with you guys one-on-one and being able to hang out with the rest of the community. Honestly, it's always a blast for me. It's always a blast. And I appreciate everyone that has come on. I truly do appreciate every single one of you coming on, man. I truly do appreciate every single one of you guys taking the time out of your day to watch these live streams, because I know for a lot of you East Coast boys, it is difficult. I completely understand that, and I do appreciate that nonetheless. Good job, Jason. Absolutely. Good job, Jason was able to stop. And yeah, I've been meaning to get him on for a while. But it just keeps freaking slipping my mind every single time, dude. I genuinely believe that I could be like the youngest Alzheimer's patient on earth. I genuinely believe that I have it. I just forget so freaking much, dude. I try not to, but man. Lady Boner, is Poseidon, Specna, and Lance Tactical one company? I'd have to double check with Poseidon. I'm pretty sure but Specna and Lancer for sure. They're not that they're one company, but they are OEM, or they have the exact same OEM. They come from the same factory. I want to say Poseidon does, but I don't want to. Don't quote me on that. I'm like fairly confident they are. But I know for a fact Specna and Lancer are definitely coming from the exact same OEM. They come from the exact same factory. I want to give some shout-outs. Ackright got himself the 10. Nicholas got himself the 5. Darwin's got himself the 15. Good to see. Joseph Keen, hell yeah. Got yourself hell entries, dude. Hell yeah. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to get your orders in now while you guys can. Get those odds in your favor. Again, the shopping spree giveaway is literally 2 days away. It's 2 days away. You don't want to miss it. Okay, Poseidon is from Taiwan, so no. Okay, yeah, sweet. Thank you, boss man. Thank you. Yeah, Poseidon is not from the same, not the same OEM. But yeah, Specna and Lancer are the exact same OEM. They are literally the exact same OEM. So are all those Novrich guns, for all the AEGs. What is it that he owns? Yeah, those are literally coming from the same factory as Lancer and Specna as well. Okay, old Poseidons were double eagle. Gotcha. My voucher credit got spent finally. Ackright. Absolutely hilarious. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the live stream. Lets us know that you guys want us to continue putting out all this great information out there. Do all these streams for free for all of you. Right? Again, right? Make sure to spread the word. Let people know that we're going live, answering some questions, hanging out with the rest of the Airsoft community. And if you want to increase your odds of winning the giveaway, now's the time to do so. Jeremy Wilson, if I ordered on Sunday, would it count for this week's giveaway? Yeah, would it count for this week's GAW? Jeremy Wilson, yes, it would. Again, I'll go ahead and leave the link to the rules of the shopping spree. Make sure you guys read them. So you guys are all read up on it on the giveaway itself. But literally every order placed last week on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, till this coming Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, those are going to be the orders that are entered into the shopping spree giveaway, so long as they're $20 or greater. However, like I said, during the duration of this live stream, until we end at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is just an hour and 7 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes away till the end, you guys can get 5 entries per $50 you spend. But again, that's only for the duration of this live stream. Only for the duration of the stream. Jeremy Wilson, sweet. Yeah, absolutely. But again, I would say, Jeremy Wilson, might as well go ahead and get your odds even higher. Why not? Let's see here. Squirrely Nuts. Yes, Jason, that was great. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I mean, Squirrely Nuts. You never know. I'm just saying. You might be next, man. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying. You might be sooner than you think. They received the prize from winning last week's giveaway. Is there ETA that? We still have to go ahead and put the grab all the items, because a lot of the stuff I think still need to be packed up. Dirty Glass is one, but yeah, it probably ships out by the end of this week at the very latest. But yeah, if you want to, just DM us again, ask for a tracking number once it ships out, and yeah, we should be able to go ahead and give you that as soon as we get it. As soon as it ships out, you'll be able to get the tracking number for it, so you can just keep tabs on it. Keeps going through. Wait, whose birthday is it? Casual Airsofter? Is it your birthday, Casual Airsofter? Happy birthday, Casual. Guys, everyone wish Casual Airsofter a very happy birthday. Hopefully your birthday is full of awesome things, man. Hopefully you have a great birthday today. Fish Stick. No! G3, I've always liked the looks and all of its variants, though. That's not to say the FAL and its variants aren't dope. I'm just saying, I think the G3 is definitely the more popular option nowadays, really, like in terms of, or at least for a time. I think there's a lot of people that really love the G3 aesthetic and the G3 look, but I'm just saying, the FAL, it was called, the right arm of the free world for a reason, man. It was called the right arm of the free world for a reason, man. Had to fire real FAL, and they're beasts. Yes, dude, they are. They absolutely are. Both Jason, that's the correct answer. Yeah, both are dope though. Both are dope as well. Geezer, no, brewer, what? That's right. You're an HK fanboy, man. You freaking love HK. I had to go and get myself some more parts. Nothing big for tonight's order. Just wanted to support you guys and, of course, get some entries in there. Of course, Fish Chicken. Again, no matter what it is that you guys end up getting, right? Of course, any order that you place through Airsoft GI really does help out, right? It helps keeps the cameras rolling, helps keeps the lights on, and keeps these live streams going, right? And again, all it takes to enter the giveaway is literally $120 or greater order, and that's it, right? That's literally all you have to do to have one chance. But I'm just saying, we like to go ahead and throw these promotions during these live streams for you guys, just to help out as much as we possibly can. Again, in case you can't make, a ton of orders throughout the week, right? These are the opportune moments to get those orders in now while you can. And again, guys, make sure if you know anyone that's at all remotely interested in Airsoft, share this link around. Put it on your social medias. Let people know that this is the live stream to be. All right, let's keep going through. Jeremy Wilson, FAL. Yes, correct. That is the correct answer, my guy. He's going to do SSA. I'm also a nerd. Needs to try more. Just needs to try more. Yeah, I think in general, like, trying different types of airsoft guns, I think is definitely the way to go. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, yes, you want yourself something competitive. Get yourself something like an MGC4, right? Going with, like, an AR platform is never a wrong choice, per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never the bad choice. I'm going to link this as well. Again, you get 50 entries into the shopping spree when you order one of these. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. But again, once you have like your necessities, right? Once you have your necessities, I would say it's pretty damn cool when you can have different things out there, man. When you can try out different guns out there. Some of the new products that we actually just listed on the site as well. Like if you guys haven't tried them already, KCO2s, these things are sick. Right, I actually really like the KCO2s. These are really fun guns, right? If you just wanted something that was going to be different, still give you the gas blowback feel, right? And magazines are also available for these as bad boys as well. Again, just trying out something new. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing. If you're very much used to just one or two different types of platforms out there, doing it over and over again can still be fun. Don't get me wrong, but it can be a little old. It can get old real fast, and it can kind of tiresome. I think it's very important that every player try out something new to, one, help encourage manufacturers to continue making different things. If you're tired of seeing the same thing over and over again, companies listen with their wallets at the end of the day, man. Companies are ultimately going to look at, sales. Like, hey, we noticed that, this one particular gun that we manufacture sells out a lot. We're going to keep going putting this out there. That's literally how business works, man. That's literally supply and demand. There's a demand for it. They'll go ahead and make it. They will go ahead and make it, but they need to be rest assured that the platform itself is going to sell. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you guys like seeing different platforms out there, you guys need to support it. That's literally the best way to do it. There's no other way. There's literally no other way, right? So I really do like it when I see other platforms other than an AR or other than a high kappa being put out there, because I think it's really cool, and I do think it is important for Airsoft to continue to evolve and grow for different things to come out. One of the things I did see that I actually noticed a few things about it were these new KJWs. Again, like I mentioned, these are going to be pretty damn good, honestly, for from what I've seen. These are definitely older. This is kind of like a forgotten system, you know what I mean? Because these things are really old. They are a really old system, proprietary system. There really isn't anything you can do in terms of an aftermarket. There's no aftermarket support at all, pretty much, for these at all. Because we've literally disassembled one of these bad boys. We wanted to see what was compatible with it. Because, again, it's been so many years since we had seen one of these. We didn't know what it was going to work with. And it is its own system. But I actually got a little bit of trigger time with one of these bad boys. And these shoot really damn good. These shoot really damn good, and the components in these actually seem pretty decent as well. So again, if you guys were looking for a gas blowback system where you didn't have to spend a lot of money in terms of like any sort of parts, you don't want to deal with any sort of upgrades whatsoever, you just wanted a gun that was fun to shoot right from the box, yeah, there you go, man. There you go. The KJW Full Metal M4 gas blowback series are going to be a pretty solid pick. You can actually get them for under $300 or under $400 if you go with this Full Metal M4 Riz. This particular variation goes for $389, which that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. And that's going to get you what, 35 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. That's pretty freaking good, man. 35 chances of winning $500 as part of the giveaway tomorrow. That's absolutely insane. All right, keeps going up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I've won AK from winning the giveaway. Otherwise, I wouldn't have forgotten it. Yep, it's fun. Dude, the AKs, okay, I think that we need more AKs out there. I think we need more AKs out there. And I'm glad to see, again, when we talk about those E&Ls, right? Those E&Ls from earlier. Yes, that is a little pricey, but honestly, this looks freaking sick. It looks freaking amazing. I love this gun, right? We got to shoot it today. Oh, it's so good. We actually have some 1-minute reviews on the Reloaded channel for these bad boys as well, which I highly recommend you check out as well. But yeah, man, these new E&L like Platinums with the Asters, these are sick. These are 100% sick. I definitely think that it is cool to see that more and more companies are coming out with AKs or trying to revitalize their AK lineup. Excuse me, their AK lineups, because again, the AK arms race right now is in full swing, man. The arms race for AK is absolutely insane. Ls are more reliable, less parts to go bad, but I've had my swap my trigger springs due to dry fire. I see. Is the KJW Type B green gas or CO2? It is green gas. However, there do exist CO2 magazines for them. However, I'm like fairly confident that it was mostly designed with green gas in mind. So I would typically recommend sticking with the green gas magazines. But from what we've seen, KJW system actually seems to do hold up pretty well with CO2. I would say, if anything, use CO2 in the winter or in colder environments. But once it starts warming up, go back to the green gas magazines just to be safe. Fatal, what's going on, dude? I'm eyeing the Polar Star Fusion in Gen 3 dropping kit. I don't know if it will hit the fit in the VFC 416A5. I've seen VFCs with Fusion engines installed in them. I don't really remember how much fitment was required. I didn't think there should have been too much, to be honest, Fatal. But if you want, you can also go ahead and DM us, Instagram, Facebook, or our Discord server too. We can ask our techs too what they might think. Or if you wanted to, during the business hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can hit the live chat function on the website. It's on the bottom right-hand side. This goes for anyone. If you guys ever encounter any sort of issues or have questions while you're doing your window shopping, keep our business hours in mind. Again, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can go ahead and type a message away, and any one of the members of the Mayo Gang can be able to go ahead and help you guys out. Any one of the GI crew members will be assisting you. It could be Cisco, it could be myself, it could be Boaz. It can literally be any of us, and we'll be able to get you the answers that you need right then and there. All right. When we get in a boss man mystery box, Joseph Keen, I'm not too sure. Maybe we have to ask him. Jeremy Wilson, I'm eyeballing a Rona T10, but I've been hearing mixed things about. Here's the thing, Jeremy Wilson. The reason why people will maybe say something about like either the Q10 or the T10, specifically from KWA, is I feel like people don't have the right expectations for it. The T10 and the Q10, right? KWA's ERG stuff is meant to be left alone. Like, you don't touch the internals. The only thing that you would change on something like that, realistically, you should change, is the bucking and inner barrel setup. And, like, that's it, right? Of course, swap it out for a unicorn. But that's every airsoft gun. Every airsoft gun would benefit from that, right? I'm just saying, right, with that one, after you do that, there's literally nothing else that you need to change for it. There's literally nothing else that needs it, right? Because, again, while you can, with that one specifically, with the T10, while you can drop in some components in there, like a gate titan, which is confirmed, we did confirm that with KWA, that you are able to go ahead and drop a gate titan in there. It's honestly doesn't need it. It really doesn't need it, man. The switch life extenders that you get on like the KWA series gearboxes, they work very, very well. I haven't really had any issues with them whatsoever. We don't get any back from for RMAs at all, like literally at all. I think the mixed hearing things you might be hearing about them is that either they're too heavy, maybe just some people are, I'll be honest, a little too, don't work out enough, need to get some red meat in their system, need to start pumping iron a little bit more. But like they say it's too heavy, they complain about that, which honestly it's not. It's totally fine. It's totally doable weight. Or again, that they can't just immediately gut everything and start upgrading the shit out of them, right? Again, if you were looking for a good, fun gun, or maybe even a training platform to work with, right? Because that's what they were designed for, right? Then I would say, yeah, go with the T10 and you'll have a blast with them. You will have a blast with them, but they're not a gun that you're really meant to be tinkering around with too much, I think that's where they end up kind of getting that sort of, those sort of mixed reactions from. Because overall, if you, with that expectation in mind, you will fall in love with the T10. It is amazing. It is absolutely fun. I would say, if anything, get the Q10 over the T10 because I like that the Q10 has it. Here, I'll show you. The Q10 actually has the magazine cutoff, which is, I think, something that the T10 really needed because I feel like that really adds to the immersive factor. The Q10 is my favorite mag cutoff in addition to their ERG system. That's literally a match made in heaven. The only reason they took it out was because people didn't read the instruction manual. They didn't read the description where it actually says, hey, it has a magazine cutoff. So people were convinced that their airsoft gun wasn't working or that it was DOA when in reality they just You need to insert a fully loaded magazine, man. You need to insert a fully loaded magazine in order for it to work. Let's see here. Make sure I'm missing anything. I feel like that right funding. It took me nearly 5 months to save up enough. It's just a golf tee setter. That's why Jason isn't allowed out the country clubs anymore. Oof, oof. All right, keep scrolling up, keep scrolling up. Make sure I'm missing anything. What do you think about the... Oh, no. That one's okay. Honestly, you could get something better for that money. Jeremy Wilson. So far, I've gotten the 13 Viking Pro line, Glock 19X, and waiting for the Mark II arrive. Honestly, those are all good picks, man. The Viking series, the Gen 2 Pro lines, again, any of the Lancer Tactical Pro line series is going to be solid. Again, what I like about the Pro lines is that you're getting it for a steal, man. You're getting it for a steal in which you are getting a full metal receiver, right? You are getting a pre-installed ETU. Is it the fanciest ETU in the world? No. But it does everything that you need a basic MOSFET to do, and it works. It just works, right? That's all you really need. Again, you already get the 603 Type 4 inner barrel. You get the rotary style hop chamber. You do get a quick change spring system. And you get a metal receiver, and you get it for under $300. Like, that's pretty damn good. Like, I would say that's a pretty damn good deal, especially with all the discounts we have going on right now. You can literally get them for, like, some of them under $250. Some of them for under $200, $50. That's crazy. That's literally beginner tier, like, I would say, budget to have, right? So the 13 Viking, those are sick, man. Glock 19X, awesome, banging. And waiting for the Mark II, you are going to love that thing, man. You are absolutely going to love your Mark II. And again, guys, like I said earlier, order yourself a Mayo Gang MGC4, and you will literally be getting 50 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, last week's winner. Yeah, and if you want to go ahead and use the live chat too, if you guys have any sort of issues, make sure to go ahead and use the live chat function as well. Let's see here. 1 second. One second. Yeah, all right, keeps going through. Make sure you're missing anything. 31 guns in total right now. Damn, Joseph, that's absolutely insane. 31 guns in total. That's crazy. Dude, honestly, I mean, again, like, I've met people that have more, but still, 31s, when you really think about it, that's a lot of airsoft guns, man. It's a lot of airsoft guns to go ahead and own in the collection, bro. Let's see here. Let's make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, remember, guys, again, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Looks like the only people that have been placing their orders have only been VIPs, only returning customers, which, while we do appreciate all the business, we need newer players to go ahead and get on into this hobby as well, to go ahead and start placing those orders, man. All right, keeps going through. Answered that one as well. I believe my entire team was surprised with my physique. Let's answer that one. Let's see here. Make sure it's anything. What GVR would you personally recommend? I use my Black Rain. What GVR would you personally recommend? It depends, honestly, Team Shadow Airsoft, on what budget you really had in mind and what you were hoping to do with your gas blowback. Right, that's sort of the biggest things that we kind of have to address, the biggest elephants we have to get out of the way, right? What sort of expectations were you having with it? What did you want to do with it, right? Now, if you wanted something that was going to be solid, give you really good performance, give you pretty good reliability in terms of its parts durability, then I would probably say, go for a KWA LM4, right? That's an option to go with, KWA LM4, right? Now, it is not a perfect option, but it does kind of give you all the basics that you would need, which LM4s. Damn, even LM4s are sold out. Hot damn, bro. Hot damn, even the LM4 is sold out right now. Well, that would be one that I would suggest, right? If you wanted something that was, let's see, for example, right? If you wanted something that was going to have decent performance, but still have a good amount of parts that were available for it, a decent amount of like aftermarket support seen for it, I would say go for like the WeTech M4 series, the WeTech Open Bolt. Those are going to be pretty much solid, to go with. Although a lot of people have really enjoyed those. I would say that their M4s do need a little bit of tinkering here and there, specifically with the bolt catch. For whatever reason, they just always give out very quickly, like very, very quickly. So that's something that you might want to consider, like swapping out to an upgraded one. There's a few things, honestly, on like WeTech M4s that I would recommend swapping out for if you just want better durability. But again, the upside is you get a lot more of an aftermarket support scene for it. Now, if you wanted, honestly, the best of the best, in my honest opinion, if you wanted like the absolute best in terms of, hey, they're reliable as all hell, right? And you get the aftermarket support that, most companies would dream of, right? Go with the Tokyo Marui. going with an MWS system like is probably going to be your best bet, right? They're going to, and again, especially if you're trying to make that investment for the future, because again, in the next couple of years, we are going to start seeing more and more companies coming out with MWS clones. We're going to start seeing more parts readily available for it, because the AEG scene, at least in Asia, has been kind of played out, right? And while the gas blowback scene is in its infancy, it is going to take over at some point. It is indeed going to take over. Now, in the U.S., I think AEGs will still be very popular, but gas blowbacks will still be a more of a popular choice. And it's going to be very interesting to see, how Airsoft is going to be changing, how the game is going to be changed now and how we play it, considering more and more people will start running gas blowbacks. Again, what I akin it to is like, whenever you go to like an indoor field and they'll have like a gas pistol or shotgun nights only, pistol and shotgun nights only, right? If any of you guys were veterans of like of Tac City, for example, back in the day, that was a big thing that I remember going to, pistol shotgun nights, right? Maybe we'll only see on fields like, hey, gas blowback only night, GBR nights, right? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to see. I feel like the games would be a lot slower paced, a lot more tactical and methodical, because now you're not walking around with basically a personal A10 Thunderbolt. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to see how the game would change at that point. But yeah, if you were looking for the best overall, Team Shadow Airsoft, I would probably say the MWS, which, by the way, is discounted right now. Again, another amazing option, which is discounted right now, but only for the remainder of the night. Literally, a little bit over 3 hours left, and that's it. Just a little bit over 3 hours, and that is going to be it, right? So, guys, we got to make sure that you hop on that now while you can on all these discounts, All right, keeps going though. Best gas used from a pistol, SMGs, and rifles, Joseph Keane. Pretty much any green gas is fine that we sell. Honestly, I would say that new Magni gas is pretty hot, dude. The new Magni gas, right? This thing, like, it's already like $25. But yeah, it's a little more pricey, but you get more. You definitely get a lot more in the bottle. You get a higher PSI, and they're discounted right now to like $19. $19.99, that's a pretty damn good steal. What we have noticed too is that you will get, because of higher PSI, you will be getting a much snappier response whenever you use it in your gas blowbacks, right? Cycle rate's going to be a little bit faster. It's just cool, man. It's just absolutely sick. If you wanted something to, bump up, the feel of your gas blowbacks, but without having to spend a ton of money in aftermarket parts, go with the Magni gas. Go with the Magni gas. You genuinely cannot go wrong with it. I'll link this in as well into the live chat. Get a few of these right now. I would say that way you can go ahead and get up to that $50 price point, so you can get a minimum of 5 entries into this coming shopping spree giveaway. Thank you. Keeps going through. Make sure you're missing anything. Are you going to have the MTW 308 when it comes out? Probably. Yeah, we'll most likely carry it. Again, it honestly, Lady Boner, when it comes to like new products that we carry, it really is a matter of when our distributors are able to carry it. Once our distributors get it, there's no issue with us being able to go and list it on our site, honestly. Let's see here. Make sure there's anything. I personally prefer the look of the FNC, in my opinion. Eden, I'm glad you mentioned the FNC is also a really, really cool platform. Again, kind of vintage, but it's not like super crazy, like old or anything, right? Obviously, yes, it is an older gun, but I like the FNC. I think the FNC is really, really underappreciated. Let's see here. Mind control. Would I need to remove the ECS my classic army 16 to add a MOSFET? Question 2. What MOSFET should I get? Here's what I would say. No, leave it as is. Leave it as is, because it doesn't need another MOSFET. That is perfectly fine as is. It already does about 60 to about 70% of what MOSFETs like the Gate Titan already do, right? That's the cool thing about the Classic Army ECS, which is why it's such a banging deal, right? The Classic Army Skirmish series or Classic Army Nemesis series, Army, right? We'll just go into Classic Army right then and there, right? Classic Army. I forgot we had a tab for that. I completely forgot we had a tab for that. But yeah, well, all the Classic Armies that have the ECS programmable trigger unit, you really don't need to go in and change out anything else on that, man. Like, you are pretty much set, right? You don't need to do anything at that point. I would say just keep it as is, and you are pretty much set. Especially on the Mark 16. Dude, the Mark 16s are dope, dude. You don't need to do anything to those. Because, again, the stock MOSFET is more than enough. It is more than enough than what most people realistically need from their airsoft guns to perform well anyway, Let's see here. Answer that one as well. Eden, no exact ETA on that, but again, as soon as we get more information, we'll let you guys know. Just, again, waiting for more info on it. Answer that one. All right, cool. Scroll down the most recent comments questions because I should have answered all those. Remember, guys, if you have any Airsoft-related questions, put them down into the live chat. Remember to take advantage of all the promotions and deals we got going on, up to 20% off the Baba Yaga series, up to 20% off tactical gear, and that includes Condor Outdoor, up to 15% off Classic Army. You guys see them over here. I'll link this as well. Classic Army stuff right now is discounted up to 15% off. Absolutely insane. That's nutty. Make sure to go and get those orders in now while you guys can, because a lot of these are, again, ending by the end of the night. A lot of them are ending at the end of the night, so make sure to go ahead and get those orders in now while you guys can. Up to 15% off the Lance Tactical Gen 2 and Gen 2 Pro Line series, 10% off BBs and batteries, and again, for the Mayo Gang MGC4s, if you guys were looking for an airsoft gun that was going to absolutely dominate the airsoft field, right out the box, you don't need any sort of upgrades, you don't need to do anything into them, there you go, right? That is the gun to get to dominate the field. I'll link that as well into the live chat. I'll link that as well. Put that there, put that there. There you go, there you go, there you go. Okay, let's keep scrolling through, oh, God. Let me blow a second. Just answer this one, answer that one. Any mags that fit the PTS Masada GBR? The PTS Masada, that one should fit pretty much any LM4 mags. Any KWA LM4 magazines should work in there. And I know because I've tested them out with just the standard like Stanex style KWA LM4 mags, and those work just fine. You can go with like the P mags too. But that's pretty much about it. Again, KWA is using its own system, and again, that's kind of the thing with a lot of gas fillbacks. You got to be real careful with magazines. It's not like AEGs, right? That's one of the upsides with AEGs, that you can pretty much go with most brand. Like if you have like a regular AR, right, that's following the standard TM spec design, the V2 gearbox, like you can pretty much use whatever M4 magazine you want. Now, some of them obviously, yes, do work better than others, but typically, they will all, for the most part, work pretty well, right? They'll all feed, they'll all fit. But with a gas blowback, if you go with a WeTech, for example, you won't be able to use those magazines in a KWA. If you have a KWA brand magazine, it won't feed into a Tokyo Marui MWS. Now, again, with the growing popularity of gas blowbacks in the future, we are going to see that there are going to be more and more parts specifically for the MWS system. And who knows, maybe another system out there as well. I want to give a shout out to Gnarls, got himself 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Again, guys, you guys got to make sure that you get your orders in now while you guys can. You guys have, you have less than an hour left. Less than an hour left of this live stream to take advantage of the promotions going on. Get those extra entries now while you can. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so place your orders now while you guys can. All right. Isaias, you run LMG or DMR? What do you have as a secondary? Ooh, Lady Boner, that's a very, very good question. I would say when I run, what do I have as a secondary? Usually, it depends on like what I'm doing and honestly what my mood is, to be honest, because I do have quite a bit of airsoft guns. Some of my favorite like sidearms to carry, usually just any sort of like gas blowback pistol will work ultimately. Because I do a lot of like Milsim events where the weather can fluctuate from time to time, if I have the option of going with a CO2 pistol, I will typically take it. Just because, again, I don't want to have to worry about the cooldown effect or having to worry about not being super efficient with the magazines. Like, I just don't want to have to deal with it, right? One of my personal favorites for pistols has got to be the Elite Force M9, right? This has been a fan favorite of mine for a long time, dude. Like, I'm just saying, man, these things are just built different, you know what I mean? They're absolute fucking tanks of an airsoft gun. And they're discounted right now. Normally $185. They're just, oh, dude, that's actually a really good price. $166? That's really, really freaking good. That's really good. Actually, genuinely freaking amazing, right? I love this because, again, you do get the semi-auto and full auto capabilities, too. And this thing shoots fast. This thing shoots like a mother. It's so freaking quick, dude. If you really wanted to just say, like, F you, back away from me, just put this in full auto and just, they will leave you alone. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody wanting to get close to that, right? This thing is absolutely sick. I love this pistol. It's literally one of my favorites in my collection. Anyone that owns one of these knows that this thing is a freaking nightmare, right? I love this gun. But, honestly, I've really been thinking about getting myself the Baba Yaga 2. I actually got some trigger time, too, with the Baba Yaga 2 at this point, and I gotta say, man, I've been falling in love with this thing. I genuinely have been falling in love with this thing. It's so freaking quick, right? That cycle rate is just pop, 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 right? Like, there's, like, almost instantaneous, dude. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy with the CO2 mags. Now, if I wanted to go with the green gas magazine, not sure why you would. You know, it was designed for CO2. But in case you did have to use a green gas magazine, which odds are if you're on like an airsoft game, right, a lot of players are just running regular TM spec green gas high kappas. There you go. You can use those magazines, no problem. You'll have plenty of ammo to share with your homies, right? But I'm just saying, right, this has definitely been one of those guns that I've thankfully gotten the chance to try. Justin got one for himself. And man, oh man, this thing is cool. This thing is freaking cool, and it looks sick as well. All right, and just want to give a reminder as well, in case anyone had any questions too, in regards to like either their order or anything when they're shopping online at Airsoft GI. In case you couldn't reach us on the phones, right, make sure to go ahead and use the live chat function on the site. Remember, we get hundreds of calls a day, so if you guys want to go and get a faster response, highly recommend that you go and use the live chat function on the site. It's going to be in the bottom right-hand side. We can see right there. Right there. Literally just type away a message, whatever it might be, whether you are looking for product recommendations, you're not too sure what's going to fit to the particular item you're looking at, right? Like, I want to know what batteries are going to fit this airsoft gun, or what green gas, or what BBs to use, right? Is there a holster that will fit this airsoft gun that I'm looking at, right? Any of those types of questions. Or if you guys had questions regarding an order, right, make sure to go ahead and let us know in the live chat function. You can also go ahead and DM us Instagram, Facebook, or Discord server, and someone will be able to get back to you as soon as they possibly can. But with the live chat function, it's really cool. You know, just keep in mind, we're not AI, and we have business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? So just keep that in mind, please, when you go ahead and sending a message. Keep that in mind. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. Really helps out as well. Damon with the 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Again, congratulations, Damon. You got those extra entries, and you can win the shopping spree giveaway going on in just 2 more days. And you have 10 chances of winning, my guy. You got 10 chances. All right. Let's see here. We got a question from Mish. How's it going, bro? Isaias, how have you been? Did you play Airsoft this month? Curious what show you saw was that this weekend. Oh, interesting. Thank you, man, for asking. Yeah, dude, it was freaking cool. This weekend was actually pretty nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play Airsoft. I'm not even joking. I went to go play Airsoft 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Might be 3 weeks. No, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I went to go play Airsoft, and I'm not even joking. I was leaving work, and I'm on my way to Project N1. I'm literally driving too. I'm going up a hill, and then all of a sudden, my freaking check engine light comes on, man. I saw that, and I was like, fuck, dude. Like, really? Really? Of all times now? You couldn't have happened on my way back, you know? Like, you had to happen right now. And it sucked, too, because my freaking homie, Nick, he came down from he's near Santa Maria. He came from around Santa Maria. He came down, you know, to visit me and say what's up, because he doesn't get to hang out as often. He's a very busy man. I totally understand it. Right, so he came down to visit us, and he wanted to play some Airsoft, and he wanted to do some indoor stuff. So I was like, hey, let's go to N1. So I got Whiskey to go, I got Justin to go, I got the homie Victor as well to show up. And they were all waiting on me. They were all waiting on me to show up, and I was on my way, and literally the check engine light came on, and I was like, fuck, dude. So I had to go home and fix that, right? So that was a rough weekend. So I haven't been able to play Airsoft this month. Hopefully I might be able to soon. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, man, that hopefully I'll be able to play soon. You know, I do have Hollywood Sports, which is pretty close to me. N1 isn't too far away. I have been meaning to go to Wildlands as well. And then I did go to a show not too this weekend as well, which was pretty fun as well. It was just a fun time, man. It was just a fun time. I was really glad that I got to do that as well. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss anything. Make sure I'm not missing anything else on the site. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Jack. Got himself 40 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Again, congratulations, Jack. Guys, we've got some people placing their orders right now. You have the opportunity to go ahead and get yourself the highest odds of winning the shopping spree giveaway. It's going on in 2 days. $500 are on the line. I'll leave the link to the rules into the live chat as well. Get those orders in now while you guys can. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on these opportunities. Let's see here. Make sure I'm missing anything else. Keep scrolling through. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see here. Make sure it keeps going through. So there's a few more people that put it in. Started Airsoft with me and my brother, and I've already had somewhere around 22. Oof! It's a lot of guns, man. It's a lot of goo. Let's see here. It keeps going through. Zyno 2 mid-cap magazines. Okay, and I think I answered all of those. Yeah. All right, let me scroll down the most recent comments and questions, because I know there's going to be a few more as well. Let's see. Actually, yeah, let's see. Who were the results of the poll that we had going on? How did you find out about Airsoft? Yeah, it looks like I kind of figured YouTube was going to end up winning. YouTube at a resounding 53%. Word of mouth from friends was actually surprisingly at 36. That's a pretty good amount, too. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter was going to be at 9%. And, of course, Amazon at 1. That's funny. Does the GI crew ever post any on-field videos or ever planning to do so? We used to do very few gameplay videos out there. We used to do a very few gameplay videos out there, and they were fun. Don't be wrong. We've done a few like gameplay and game challenges, right, where we had to spin the wheel of torture and see what sort of challenges we had to do when we were playing, and those are fun to make. But they definitely take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of times they don't really get the views that we're really looking for. Now, if that turns out to be something that, hey, we're noticing, it gets a ton of views, then sure, maybe. But that's going to require a lot of time and effort and investment into it. I would very much like to, but again, it's just one of those things where, we don't really see too much of a return on doing that style of video, which is unfortunate because it is fun to make. It is very fun to do those style of videos as well. Yeah, we got a new poll up as well. Let's see. Make sure to go ahead and put your votes in right now. What do you hate the most in Airsoft? Cheating, not enough people to play with, don't have time to play, young kids playing. Why would that be one? Why would that be a problem? Young kids playing, that's a good sign, man. That's a sign that the hobby's going to continue thriving, dude. I don't know, maybe they're like, oh, too many little kids, it's the big boy sport. Like, fucking... Man, turn the tism off, dude. Turn the tism off. It's good that there are kids playing. Not enough people that don't have time to play. Okay, I think that's a valid one. But I don't think that's a problem with Airsoft in and of itself. I think that's more so just on an individual thing. You know what I mean? I think that's definitely more of an individual problem to have. But I think cheating is definitely going to be like the resounding winner here. One of the viewers just going to say this. Post their playing videos on their OnlyFans. Boss man, don't leak that information, man. You gotta keep that secret, bro. You gotta keep that secret, man. That's only to know information. Let's see here. That yeah. For me, I'd probably have to put cheating as well. Lady Boner send the link asking for a friend. No man, nah. Working on an HPA video for all you guys, gonna point out the different systems and how they stack up against UVRs and AGs. Ooh, Dark Tree, that's a very fascinating video, dude. I'm looking forward to that one. For that one as well. Joseph Keen, hard holsters for Glock 19 and 17 with tac. Oh, Joseph King, that's a tough one, dog. That's a tough one. Okay, I think that's gonna be a hard one because again, if there's holsters that exist out there for G series, they usually are trying to cater towards the body shape of the Glocks themselves. If that makes any sort of sense, right? If there's some that are specifically designed for G series pistols, they're probably not going to be designed with the lights in mind. Now, on the opposite end, what you could probably go with, and I think we did a little experimentation with this, right? Yes, I know. It's a high capa holster, but here's the thing. The way it sticks, or the way it actually mounts onto, it actually mounts to the flashlight itself, not the pistol. So this is probably going to be one of your best bets if you're looking for a holster, a hardshell holster that can work with a G series pistol. Because remember, it is adjustable. You do get 2 points of adjustment here, so you can widen it for the girth if you needed to. But it is meant to work with very specific flashlights, specifically the STL style flashlight, the STL 600. This one. So if it follows this design, if it's not this exact one, but if it follows this shape and this pattern, it has this profile, it should work. I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, that's probably going to be what I'm going to recommend, Josephine. That's probably going to be what I recommend. I want to get a 3R and convert it to an Auto 9 from RoboCop. Ooh, that'd be pretty sick, man. That'd be pretty cool. I love RoboCop 2. Honestly, there's that new, not new, but newish, RoboCop game. What is it, Rogue City? That game looks so fun. Scrolly Nuts, I know you've played it before. I think you did a live stream on it, if I'm not mistaken. Fairly recently, too. Do we have an ETA on the G&G MGCRs going back to stock? Nope. Darwin's Rabbiter? No, we do not. That's freaking G&G dropped the ball on that one, man. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. They should have just made way more when they first came out and simultaneously had the magazines available for them, because freaking you just can't get them now. They really, I hate to throw shade at G&G's way, because, I love them and respect them, but my God, man, G&G, you really dropped the ball on that one, man. Like, again, that's the biggest killer. What Bossman was telling me is that's the biggest killer for a lot of gas blowback systems is no magazines. Magazines, that's got to be the ultimate deciding factor, right? If you don't drop the magazines at the same time that you have the platform out, no one's gonna buy it. Okay, anyway, E4 on my select fire. No, okay, like Jose Lugo, have KWA E4 and my selector fire not working. Like goes full auto out of nowhere in semi. Any tips on fixing it? That one's gonna require, I believe, an actual like disassembly, man. Honestly, what I would say is if you were looking for tips and pointers so we can actually ask our tech, DM us Instagram, Facebook, or Discord server, or you can use the live chat function on our site. Bottom right hand side. Remember, keep the business hours in mind: 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We can be able to go ahead and help you out as well, man. Worst case scenario, you can also ask KWA. They have a direct manufacturer warranty if it's still within the warranty period. So there's that. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, answered all those. Guys, we have 30 minutes left of the live stream. If you haven't already, make sure to place your orders now while you guys can. Again, we have so many discounted items available right now, right? And many of them are going to be ending, right? Up to 20% off the Baba Yaga series, up to 20% off tactical gear. That includes Condor Outdoor, up to 15% off Classic Army, 10% off most Airsoft gun brands in general, and up to 15% off Lance Tactical Gen 2 and Gen 2 Pro lines. Also 10% off BBs and batteries. So, just saving you a little bit of money where we can. As much as we can. Especially with the Mayo Gang MDC4s, which you can get for less than $300. It's crazy. The gun to dominate the battlefield, right? I'm going to link that down right there as well. Get your orders in now while you can. Again, you got 29 minutes. Literally 29 minutes left of the live stream, so don't miss out. All right, keep going through. I'm going to answer some few more questions. If you guys do have any airsoft-related questions, looking for product recommendations, or want to get my personal opinions on certain things, or you just want to ask me personal questions in general, I don't really keep secrets. Make sure to go and put your question down in the live chat. Put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to see. What the fuck are you talking about, Miss Fidel and Kitty Pool Full? What are you talking about, Brewer? Are you high right now? Isaias and Cisco and Sumo. What are you saying? What are you saying? Currently streaming that one. You are correct, but yes, I knew. See, I know. I follow you, man. I follow you. I keep up. See, almost every light for almost every pistol. I think they are diehard. What is this? Mud rest. What is this? What is this? What are you guys suggesting? You know who I have not seen for a long time? But yeah, Fidel. Mark, the Airsoft Primate, I have not seen for a while. I do miss him, man. I do miss him. Fidel, he actually joined in, I believe, last week, but he was only there for a little bit. I think he's just a busy man. Who I miss, too, I miss those guys well. I also miss Stitch, bro. I miss Stitch so freaking much, man. Like, I know he's had to handle some personal stuff. I just miss him a lot, I definitely considered him a friend, man. Oh, man, I was thirsty. No, I'm not doing mud wrestling. I am not doing that. I refuse. You'd have to pay me some hard cash right then and there on the spot in order for me to do that. What the fuck? Brewer, stop encouraging him. That is crazy, dude. Got my second MDC4 Mark II on the way in that black and gold. Hey, baby, that's what's up, baby. I'm glad to see it. The black and gold, hell yeah. That's a cool color combination. What I like about that's the black and red one. I clicked the wrong one. Damn it all. Okay, black and gold. There we go. I forgot my freaking my glasses at work. My freaking computer glasses. Man, I need them. That's how you know I'm getting old, dude. My eyesight, like, whenever I'm looking at the blue screens for computers or my phone for too long, my eyes start to hurt, and I can't really see that well. Like, if I turn away and I start looking at other things outside of a computer, I'm fine. Like, it goes away. But when I start looking at screens for too long, dude, my eyes hurt. I got to bring my glasses back from work. But what I like about the black and gold and the black and red MDC4s is that they're actually tastefully done. You ever see that? Where, like, they add in another color and then they just, like, they go way too hard with it. I love the fact that this one is, like, it's nice and tastefully done. It's not overt which is nice. I like it. Simple and clean. That's the aesthetic that I think we all appreciate. I think we all appreciate that. Hello, I'm sorry. I do not, God, I hope that's Korean. That looks Korean. I do not speak Korean. I don't know what your name is, but hello there. Good to see you as well. Shane Taylor, I have 2 MGC4s on the way and very excited. Hey, that's what's up, Shane Taylor. Again, you got to be freaking happy with the performance of the MGC4s, man. You guys are going to be really, really stoked on the performance of these bad boys. Again, I'm telling you, every person that I've talked to who's like never experienced one, when they experience one for the very first time, it is like anything that they've really shot beforehand, and I'm really happy to see it because that was the whole point of the MGC4s. Literally an airsoft gun built by airsofters for airsofters. And you order one right now, you literally get 50 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway for yourself. That's going on in 2 days. $500 going on in 2 days. Don't miss out. $500 are on the line, and you can be the next big winner as well. Actually, out of all the new products that have been coming out, one of the ones that kind of, like some of the ones that caught my attention were all these like pistols as well. Then one thing that I think most people don't realize too is that most of like the gas blowback pistols that you usually see, because we do get the questions a lot, like, what do you think about the Novrich gas blowback pistols? Honestly, they're just KJWs. Like, I'm not saying that they're bad. No, it's just they are KJWs is what they are. So in case you guys were on the fence, if you guys that was something that was you were looking for, you had thought about, just get a KJW, just get the original one. You're going to save yourself a little bit of money that way. Right? You're going to save yourself the Novrich tax there. Sort of my second 2024 box, but I need them MGC4s. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice, you're going to love them too. That's what I'm saying. And Brewer, yeah, I actually did get a chance to actually use my MGC4, and man, oh man. Dude, Brewer, thank you so much, dude, for that gift. That's probably one of the coolest airsoft, or one of the coolest birthday gifts that I've honestly genuinely gotten. I was not expecting that. You did not have to do that. But now, I got to ask Seabass when the hell your birthday is, so that way I can get you something. That way all the boys can get you something nice, man. Because we got it, man. We got it at this point. There's actually been quite a few new products that have actually been coming in, and some like, I don't want to say like new, because again, this is all like older stuff that's been around for a while, but like, that we've gotten it in as well. But I'm actually glad to see that, we're seeing some more and more stuff, especially on the gas blowback scene. Again, this really intrigued us when we were doing the dissection of the KJW M4 gas blowback. Because again, we knew it was going to be a proprietary system. I just had never seen anything like it before, man. It was kind of crazy to look at. I want to give a shout out to Oscar, got himself 25 entries, and Trey got himself 45 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Again, guys, you can be just like these people and get yourself the extra chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway, but you got to get your orders in before the end of the live stream. You have 23 minutes before we close out. 23 minutes before the end of the stream, and these extra opportunities are going away. So place your orders now while you guys can. But yeah, disassembling this was kind of interesting. We were like, could it take, the different unicorn barrel setups? So we tried so many different things. But yeah, man, like that's the one downside of this, is that there's literally nothing you can do for upgrades, at least not that we know of anyway. But it is cool to see that there is just another option for a gas blowback rifle out there that actually is pretty good quality. Because again, we've tried it out. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. And again, like the parts seem to be fairly durable, definitely better than what we've seen out there. Right? Any of the like Western Arms style clones that exist. I am glad to see that we do have those. But I'm also glad to see that we're getting some of these pistols back as well. Again, just giving more options as well. We're also adding some more new stuff as well. New holsters, more grenades on here, more accessories, which I'm glad to see, which I'm very, very glad to see. One of the ones that I've been needing to bring in too. This is another one that I'm forgetting, and I need to bring this bad boy in. I just want to bring in one. It's new. It's, I don't know, new to us. It's the 416 A5 ERG. I'm very curious to see who the OEM for this one is, because I don't really know too many that make an ERG system outside of KW. I know Boaz and I talked about this, so we're going to be bringing this in, and hopefully, we might actually be able to do a full review on this bad boy as well. We're going to be able to do a full review on it, get all eyes on it. But yeah, even more new accessories as well. Honestly, I'm just so glad that we're getting more and more new stuff in. It's so good to see that. Again, there's always new stuff coming in for the airsoft scene. Actually, you know what is going to be expiring very, very soon? Freaking this bad boy. Where is it? Actually, yeah. There was this combo, if y'all remember correctly. I was very, very adamant that you guys take advantage of this now while you can. You guys like winning a free airsoft gun when, if you guys like getting 2-for-1, literally a 2-for-1 special. This bad boy is expiring in, let's see, on the 2nd, which is in 1, 2. Literally 2 more days. Literally in 2 more days, this deal is gonna come to a close. This is only valid up until, actually no, 4 more days. 4 more days. Literally until the 4th, which is this Friday. No, which is a Saturday. Literally on Saturday, this deal closes out and is over, where you literally can get both the 6-hour MCX in a dark gray and of course the Gen 3 PPK20, right? You're getting it for the exact same price as just for the MCX by itself. You were getting a free airsoft gun. If you guys wanted to get yourself the best deal of the century, this is definitely going to be one. I'm going to link this as well into the live chat. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's one that I'm going to highly suggest that you pick up as well. If you guys were just looking for the next steal out there, this is definitely going to be the one that I would recommend, especially considering it is on a timer. It is literally going to be expiring on Saturday. All right, let's see what else. Let's see. It keeps going down. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes left of the live stream. Get those orders in, guys. Get those orders in. Anyone, any news on the ETA with the G&G LeVar? No, nothing yet. Again, it's going to be up to G&G when they want to go ahead and give us that information. We're probably not going to see that till like towards the end of the year, man. Like, unfortunately, G&G did let us know that's probably not going to be a thing until the very, very end of the year. It is what it is. They want to make sure that they're putting out a good product. Hopefully, they'll make sure that they do their due diligence and make sure they don't forget anything, like they did with the freaking MGCR, right? That was the freaking... I can't let it go, man. I can't freaking let it go. Heading out everyone to work in the morning late, Mayo Gang. Hey, what's up, man? Like, I'm glad you were able to show up, Squirrely Nuts. Glad you were able to show up to the stream. Always appreciate you coming on as well. Always appreciate whenever you're able to join the streams. And that goes for pretty much everyone. I do genuinely want to get the point across that, like, I appreciate every single one of you guys that's tunes in, especially the regulars, right? Especially the regulars too. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in, right, and supporting us, supporting me as well on these, taking this time out of your day, because I know everyone's got busy schedules these days. So it means the absolute world to me that I do garner a bit of an audience, right? I do get a little bit of viewers out here, and I do appreciate that, man. Every single one of you, even you viewers too. Like, I know a lot of you guys are like, busy with whatever it is that you got going on. So the fact that you can tune in to the channel, hang out with the live stream, especially if you're like actually participating in the live chat, even if it's just to say hi, that's freaking dope, man. That's freaking sick, right? That's cool. Like, again, just being active in this community and trying to like outreach is a really, really cool thing. I wish I had this when I was playing Airsoft, right? When I was growing up, I definitely much appreciate how much more accepting and welcoming the community has become. And that's something that I really, really do appreciate about the Mayo Gang itself. That's literally what we're all about, making sure that we're trying to bring in newer members as much as we possibly can, letting people know that, that's what we got to do, right? As advocates, not just for the Mayo Gang, but just Airsoft in general, because that's kind of what we all kind of have to be in our own rights, right? We all kind of have to be like these ambassadors for Airsoft, right? And letting people know that, hey, this is a cool-ass hobby. If you guys want to like go on and join up with me, I have a really cool crew of people that I like to, hang out with or interact with online. This is definitely the spot where you want to be, man. This is definitely the spot where you want to be and you want to hang out. Green gas high kappa mags you would recommend. Ooh, the homie Ness. Boss man, yeah, Army ones are solid. I think it ultimately depends, though, on like which one you have originally. I think the Army ones are probably going to be the best one. But for the most part, if you have a TM spec high kappa, pretty much any magazine will realistically work, right? And some of them are actually coming from the same factories too. But you can go with, if you have, for example, like a Lancer Tactical, right? If you have a Lancer Tactical like Nightshade, or you have an Army Armament R6 or 501 or something, right? Like any one of those pistols, you can use pretty much any TM spec green gas high kappa magazine, and they'll all work, right? You can go with the Golden Eagle ones, you can go with the Lancers, you can go with the Army brand ones, you can go with the Jag ones. Again, a lot of these are coming from the same factories, again, same OEMs, but just in case you guys didn't know which ones were which, they are basically all going to be the same. And they'll all work. I personally really, really like the magazines, like the Army OEMs, so the Army Armament magazines. I think they're solid. I think they're really good. I think that's a good pick. I definitely think that is a good pick to have for sure. Actually, in terms of high kappa too, be expecting that on the website as well. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for like custom high kappa pistols. We listened. We are going to be putting them on the site very, very soon. It's just been a matter of just relegating time to doing it itself. Right, I've been pretty busy with going ahead and getting stuff filmed for our YouTube channel, but on the website soon, they are going to see 3 new build-to-order high kappa. So in case you guys were looking for a custom high kappa build for you guys to go and own for yourself, you didn't want to do the custom work, or you just wanted, a cool base to work off of that already had some parts on there, yeah, stay tuned to the website on the new products page. We are going to be adding the build-to-order custom high kappas on the site too. It's going to be very cool. I'm very proud of what myself and the techs were able to come up with. I think you're going to be really happy with the options that we have. And again, they do have some, they're not all solid black builds. We do like to throw in some extra colors into the high kappas, but we don't go overboard with it. That's one thing I'm proud to say. We don't go overboard with it. They're nice and clean and very tastefully done. I think that was the whole point. We want it to be nice and clean with its aesthetic. But yeah, man, stay tuned for that as well. God, see how much time we got. Wow, 15 minutes? 15 minutes of live stream. If you haven't already, make sure to place some orders, guys. Make sure to place them orders. Literally every $50 you spend will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. You order yourself a Mayo Gang MDC4, that's 50 entries right there. But again, only for the duration of the stream. And on many of these discounted items right now, up to 20% off the Baba Yaga series, up to 20% off Tactical, and that includes Condor Outdoor. Up to 15% off Classic Army, up to 10% off most Airsoft guns, and up to 15% off Lancer Gen 2s and Gen 2 Pro lines. It's absolutely insane. But again, a lot of these deals do expire at the end of the night. So come tomorrow morning, your favorite gun that was discounted might not be discounted tomorrow. So I'm just saying, you're going to want to go ahead and get those orders in now while you guys can, and don't miss out. Because it's insane, all the deals we got going on. It's absolutely insane going on. I genuinely think that the current Airsoft community is very spoiled for choice in terms of what they have available to them, right? Especially if you're going like for a beginner gun, or you're looking, maybe you were on a budget, right? You didn't have a whole lot of money to spend, right, on an Airsoft gun. You just wanted to get yourself something nice. I genuinely think that now is definitely the time to go out and get yourself one because of all the amazing deals we got going. It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Make sure you miss anything. Okay, I swear, I'm pretty sure we should be caught up on pretty much all those. Oh, a Nebula MOSFET. Yeah, honestly, Nebula MOSFETs I think are dope. I think they're probably one of the only downside with the Nebula is, of course, right, you got to have the freaking magnets for the gears, which I get, right? I understand, like, that's the system it has in place, so it makes changing out the gear sets a little bit annoying. But, I mean, I still think it works, man. I still think it works absolutely just fine. Absolutely. Again, I don't think most people, and that was actually another video too that Boaz and I had done, and we recorded a short for. Maybe we can do a more in-depth one. We were asking, do you really need an ETU or a MOSFET in today's day and age for Airsoft? I think if you buy an Airsoft gun that doesn't have one, I don't think it's the end of the world, but I definitely think that it needs to be priced better. I think for most players in terms of their needs, I think it is nice to have just a basic ETU of some kind, or just a very, very basic MOSFET. It doesn't need to have a bunch of programming options, I think, in my personal opinion. I don't think most players will ever really touch it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think that it's necessary for most players, because most players are ultimately going to end up playing on fields that are going to say semi-auto only, right? That's just a fact. That's just 100% a fact that a lot of players have to deal with, is that they will not really be using their full auto as often as they'd like. Not unless they go to like certain Milsim events where they don't really care, where it's not really something that they're looking at. In general, you're going to be relegated to semi-only for most riflemen, or burst fire mode. But again, like, how often does that happen? And usually burst fire mode, from what I've seen, is usually reserved for like PDWs and like SMGs, right? Which is still cool to see. I'm glad. I'd rather see that than nothing. But again, it's just one of those, like, I do think people do get kind of hung up on like on chasing the clout, right? Because they'll be like, oh yeah, it's Gate Titan in there. It's like, okay, what does it do? You know what I mean? I definitely think that that's a question that I remember hearing about, like how N1 used to do this too. While I have mixed feelings about it, I understand why they do it, right? They would usually have like people that would come in, right? I want to get all these parts installed, right? Especially like a younger crowd, right? They would want to have all these parts installed into it. They'd want to buy all this stuff, right? From them specifically. And they would, before they would even sell it to them, they'd be like, all right, we'll sell it to you if you can explain to us what exactly it does, right? And it's like, oh, and then they wouldn't know, right? A lot of people would end up just not being able to do it because they didn't know what the parts did, right? And I think that's, while that is kind of strange and might seem like a little gatekeeping, I do also kind of understand why they do that, right? I do also kind of understand why they do that, because again, they want to make sure that players aren't just buying stuff needlessly. Now, granted, it's your money, you can do with it as you see fit, right? I mean, we're a retailer, right? Obviously. But I do understand, again, we don't want to like sell someone something, like making them think that like you absolutely need this when you can't even, when you won't even know what it does. You won't even know what exactly it's for or what the ultimate goal is for this, right? Because I do think some people try to just build off of a parts list that they hear from like either some influencer out there or from some guy that they see on the field, but they never really bother to do the research on what the part actually did or whether or not they actually need it. Because again, I do think most players don't really need too much in order to get out and play. I think as long as you have like a real basic model, like let's look at something like where is it? Like any one of the Pro Line series from Lancer, for example. That's just an example. Right? I'm just throwing that out there. There's other options, of course, that exist out there. But if you go with any of the Pro Line series, for example, right? Like any of these, I'll pick. I want to pick one of my favorite ones. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? I'll go ahead and pick one of these bad boys, right? That's a Gen 3. Damn it. Let's see. Let's go and pick a Gen 2. We'll pick a Gen 2 instead. I want to find an example for one that I can use that I really like. Okay, yeah. Let's go with one of these. Yeah, let's go with one of the Nitros, for example, right? These come with just a basic ETU, right? So you want it to run an 11.1 in there, right? Like, that should be fine. You want it to run an 11.1 in there, that should be totally okay. You shouldn't have any sort of issues with burning out the trigger contacts. Again, like it's a solid build, right? And that's pretty much all you would really need to do. This is pretty much everything that you would want from an airsoft gun. Full metal receiver, pre-installed ETU, and of course it's got all the modern amenities like a 603 Type bore, rotary cell hop chamber, and of course a quick change spring system. I feel like those are probably the things that people need nowadays. If there's an airsoft gun that comes out, that's manufactured now, if it doesn't have, all those options or all those features, then I think, okay, is it really worth it at the end of the day, right? Yeah, it would have to be at a very, very, very low price point in order for it to be a true contender for options that you should get as your first airsoft gun, right? Because they're offering a lot of value there. I don't think, though, that having it be programmable is a necessity. While it is very, very cool, and again, if you have the opportunity to use it, awesome, right? That's freaking sick, right? If you have a cool ref that's like, all right, if you got a programming options in your airsoft gun, you can do 3-round bursts or something. I think that's sick. I think that's really, really cool. I think that's really, really dope. But in general, I don't think most people need them, and I think some people do get kind of hung up on like, oh, I'm going with this because this influencer said it was cool, and it's like, all right, cool, but do you know what it actually does? I don't know. I'm just food for thought. Just food for thought out there. Let's see. So thank you for the knowledge. Placing my third order on Friday. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Did you ever send that batch of badassery? Did I ever send that batch of badassery? Joseph King, what are you talking? Oh, did you send that? Do you mean patch? You mean the patch? Maybe not. I need to see. Mech Rebellion recommended M4 mid-cap mags. I have some EPM1 and Lancer high speed. Are the Poseidon 220s good? Yeah, the Poseidon 220s are decent. They're pretty good. I haven't had any sort of issues with them. We haven't tested them in anything like really, really high speed, like the high speed magazines from Lancer or Zion. We haven't tested them out in like any sort of DSG builds or anything, but yeah, the 220 Poseidon mags seem to be pretty decent. Mech Rebellion. Haven't had any issues with them so far. Did the raffle end? Kyle Long, the shopping spree giveaway is on Thursday. Yes, Jason, thank you for that. The shopping spree giveaways do take place every Thursday. Tonight is a no flightless live stream. If you place an order right now through Airsoft GI during the duration of this live stream, every $50 and up that you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Spend $50, you get 5. Spend $100, you get 10. Spend $150, you get 15, and so on and so forth. Think multiples of 50, you're getting 5 per, right? So don't miss out and get those orders in. And if you order yourself a Mayo Gang MGC4, whether it be a Mark 1 or Mark 2 series, it doesn't matter. They're all discounted to under $300. Order one of these bad boys, you get 50 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So pretty freaking sick. All right, answer that one. Are you getting the MTW mag soon, or would you recommend anything similar? MTW mags. I mean, I haven't heard any sort of ETAs on those as of yet, Lady Boner. Let's see here. I'll answer that one as well. What's your opinion on the AAP01? This comes from Nashin. Ooh, AAP01? Now that's a good question. AAP01s are okay. I have kind of mixed feelings about them. AP. I think if you were looking for a pistol platform that was going to be very, very easy to swap out the parts for and build out, to some crazy style builds out there, or if you wanted to get like some crazy ass kits that existed for it, I'd say yeah. I'd say that I don't have any problems with the Action Army AAP-01. I definitely think that the performance could be a little better out the box, but again, for what you're paying for, like I'm not really mad about it. I think it's a cool system. You can definitely put a lot of shit into it, which I think is the most important thing. And again, even at normal retail 120, I think it is worth it, especially at the discounted price of 107. I think that has definitely got to be a steal, really. And again, we sell so much shit for the APO1. It's crazy, dude. We sell so much stuff for it. It's insane. Akrat, it's good to see you, man. I'm glad to see that you were able to make it out. Even if you are late, man, no worries, brother. No worries. Just glad you were able to make it out to the stream. Guys, we got 6 minutes left of the live stream. If you got any Airsoft-related questions, make sure to go ahead and put them into the live chat. Put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a lot easier for me to see. And again, make sure to get those orders in now while you guys can. We have literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all you get right now to go and get those orders in. Every $50 gets you 5, and you order yourself an MGC4. That's 50 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So don't miss out. Get those orders in now while you can, especially with all the deals going on, because many of these are ending at the end of the night. So might as well get those orders in now and get those extra chances of winning $500. All right, let's see. Just went through. Will the Cthulhu come in different colors eventually? Should I wait? The Homie Nest, I do believe the Cthulhu will be coming out in different colors someday. I don't know if it's going to be very, very soon, though. I would say Homie Nest, just get one now. And if anything, you can also swap out the accented parts to yourself if you really wanted to. You can also swap out the accented parts for yourself if you really, really wanted to. Would you have any alternatives? I mean, I would just go for a completely different style pistol in general because, again, I don't really want to have to... If I was looking for a platform that I was going to customize like crazy, I'd instead go with a high kappa because, one, there's going to be even more parts readily available for the high kappa platform. I definitely think it's a lot closer to the 1911 style of pistol, which, again, I do like a lot. Oof, apologies. Which I do like a lot. Yeah, man. I just think that there's more that you can do to this day and age with a high kappa than an APO1. But again, I don't hate the APO1. It's not my style. It's not my aesthetic. Now, you also asked what would you prefer, the Cthulhu or the APO1? Get the Cthulhu. I'd say probably get the Cthulhu, honestly, at that point. Get the Cthulhu, because, again, it's already going to have a lot of the parts that you would end up swapping out anyway on the AAPO1. That's what I would personally say. That's my take on it. Because, again, the Cthulhu isn't even that much more expensive than the AAPO1 anyway. It's not even that much more expensive if we're just talking about regular retail. But, again, that's just my personal opinion. You, honestly, if you really like them both, go with either or, honestly, man. You're going to be very, very happy. You're going to be very happy with either or. Appreciate you anytime, man. Anytime, brother. Anytime, man. Always happy to help out as much as I possibly can. All right, keeps going through. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss it. I swore I thought I had one more question that I think I might have missed, but I genuinely cannot see it. Okay, no, I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm caught up right now on all those questions. I think I'm caught up right now. All right, sweet. Honestly, I'm like, ever since Bossman dropped the news today that potentially next month we would be getting the sample of the Army Armament MWS clone. Oh, dude. Boaz and I literally, as soon as he dropped that, Boaz and I literally did just like turn to each other and we're just like super, super excited. Because again, I'm really looking for that. You did miss a question. No, you're not getting it, Lady Boner. You're not getting it. No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. Lamau. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that one. I am not going to be doing the link to my OF, man. Hell no. Okay, this keeps going through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, yeah. Actually, I should be caught up on all of ours. Sweet. Let's see here. Hell yeah. Actually, Brewer, yeah, I totally forgot that when you joined in. Dude, how is everything? How's Seabass doing, man? Seabass doing better right now? Is he on his feet yet? Or is he still, need a little bit of help? I'm actually been very curious. I have not been able to go ahead and ask how he's doing. I feel so bad. Yeah, let him know, dude. Like, we miss him, too, on the field, and we can't wait till he can get out and play next. No. Thank you, Lady Boner, for the link, but I'm not doing it. Oh, yeah, AWS clone soon hype. Gonna get one and toss you. It's gonna be sometime. Here's the thing, though. It's gonna be some time before we actually go ahead and have that be a regular like item that we sell on our site. It's gonna be some time before we can go and have that be a regular item. We're just getting in. It's in the development phase. It's gonna be some time before they come out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some time. So Just saying, you're going to hold your horses, but I am still very excited nonetheless for when we can get it in. We can get some testing done, see what we like about it, see what we don't, see if there's any improvements that need to be made to it. Because, again, at some point, being able to get an MGC4 gas blowback would be insane, would be absolutely phenomenal. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal, is to be able to get ourselves a gas blowback MGC4. Once that comes out, man, I'm going to lose my shit. I am absolutely going to lose my shit. I'm going to do a backflip at that point. And we got like 1 minute left, guys. If you have stuff in your cart right now, place some orders. Place some orders now while you guys can. Don't miss out. Place your orders now while you guys can to get those extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. I want an HPA and MGC4. No! Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. It's beautiful as is. It don't need nothing. Isaias is good. Going back to school tomorrow. Okay, thank God, dude. Should be able to buy Airsoft by next month. Thanks for asking. Yeah, dude. I'm so sorry that I didn't ask earlier. But yeah, dude, I'm so glad that he's back. I'm so glad that he's back at it and he's able to go to school. Man, I was really worried about him, dude. When you said they got into that accident a while back, I was genuinely scared. I'm so glad that he's doing okay. And that's glad that he's starting school tomorrow and that he'll be airsofting back on his feet very, very soon. All right, guys. It is going to be the end of the live stream. It is now 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is going to be the end of the No Flight List live stream. Guys, big shout out to everyone that placed their orders during the live stream. Congratulations to all of you, because you are going to be getting those extra chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway going on in 2 days. So don't miss out. Don't miss the live stream. You're going to want to make sure that you are watching the live stream. Otherwise, you won't be able to claim the prize for yourself. You need to be there present in order to go in and verify your information should your order number be called. Now, big shout out to everyone that tuned in for the live stream. I'm so glad and appreciative of every single one of you for tuning in, taking the time out of your day for watching these streams and supporting us and supporting myself. Very, very glad to see it and always appreciative of it. Guys, have yourself a wonderful night. I will be seeing you all in the